Hey out there, it's Doc again, and welcome back. This is part 2 of Way of the Samurai 3. And in the previous part, we won the tournament and officially became part of the Fujimori clan, which is one of the factions that is essentially warring for control of Amana. Now it is time to, if I'm not mistaken, go to Castle Minori and take part in the next key event that progresses the story. So Castle Minori is where the Oka clan hangs out. And they're just another one of the factions. They're actually against the Fujimori clan. And so essentially we'll be kind of playing both sides against the other, I guess. I'm looking for the guard leader here. There he is. I gotta talk to him and tell him, why don't you use me? Essentially, like I want to join him or whatever. And then these guys are going to proceed to attack, and I don't think I get to kill any of them. More just kind of embarrass them and show off and fight for a minute. And then scene begins.
Why are you making fools of yourselves? You are not going to beat him.
Itsuse! How dare you!
That sword he wears has seen many battles. You guys are all bark and no bite.
Watch your mouth!
I'm just telling the truth. You idiots better keep your mouths shut. And what about you? You don't seem like the type to fight without purpose. That said, I still don't trust you. Anyway, it's clear you like to fight. You'll probably feel right at home here. If you want to join us, then you'd best introduce yourself to Genjuro Matsusaki.
Oh, I'm glad you came. Starting today, you are a member of Oka clan. We've got some strange fellows here, but for the most part, we follow a policy of enjoying life freely. So feel free to do as you please. Well, as long as you're within my sight.
I'm Yuma Umemiya. It looks like we've got another true samurai amongst us. Glad to have you. Welcome. Help us defeat Shuzen Fujimori and restore the cherry blossoms to the land.
I am Itsuse Rindo. I am here to take down Shuzen Fujimori. Now, if you do not mind, I'll determine the extent of your abilities.
In any case, we are here to fight. We want to overthrow Shuzen Fujimori. Let us combine our strengths and fight together.
So we met the key members of the Oka clan there, and they officially welcomed me to their group. And now it is time to move on to the next key event. And I love kicking down doors rather than just opening them. I think A opens the door, but it's much easier just to kick it or slice it with the sword or whatever, and the doors just go flying, which is always pretty cool, in my opinion anyway. So we'll bring up the map here again and head to the road. And there's an interesting character at the road, and you can talk to him more than just the once that I do. He's a little mysterious. His intentions are not really known. His alignment with a certain faction doesn't become clear until later on in the game. And if you have all the possible conversations with him, there's some pretty interesting stuff that he talks about. So we'll go up here, and it'll start a little scene that'll play real quick, and then I'll have a brief conversation with him.
Haha!
Well, now this is interesting indeed.
So yeah, I don't really know that the whole scene there was quite necessary. I guess it was more just to show, like, hey, this guy is over here, you should probably talk to him. So then I'll just have a quick conversation with him. I don't think I get any choices as far as to talk back. It's really more just listen to what he has to say. And he speaks in, I hesitate to say riddles, but uses a lot of metaphors and kind of hides his true intent. But a pretty interesting character. And we won't see him again until the end of the game. But like I said before, if you're just kind of playing around and not going for any ending in particular, I recommend stopping at the road from time to time and just talking to that guy and seeing what he has to say. So now we go back to Castle Minori, and we have to talk to Yuma, the guy with the spear. And there'll be a brief scene, and then I'll have a conversation with him. And all this stuff kind of plays out the story a little bit. Just bring up the map to see exactly where he is. And so enjoy this next little scene.
Oh, it's you. What is it? What do you want with me? Yes. The day we strike draws near, and we must be prepared. There is much at stake.
So here we are back again, and Yuma had his little bit, and rather than right there, I almost ran off and forgot to talk to him. But you have to go and have a conversation as I pick up a bucket rather than start a conversation. So he just says some stuff about Sakurai Clan, which is the group that he was a part of that fell apart, and ask him brother and father, and he explains that the old man that you saw in the very, or I guess it was one of the first cutscenes in the village, is his father, and the guy that ran the tournament for Fujimori Clan is actually his brother, and he just gives a brief, that he's upset with the brother for essentially being a traitor to Sakurai Clan, and he's upset with the father for just kind of giving up and choosing the life of a farmer. So it just kind of shows a little bit of that relationship. And now we'll go to the world map and head to Kuchi Hagahara, which I think is kind of a funny name, but it's the middle section. And a lot of the key elements for this ending, for really all the endings, also happen here. Pretty much this area and the main village are where a lot of things are going to go down. And so we'll just run along until we get to where the event occurs and watch the scene.
Damn you! Aye? Brother, you traitor, aligning with Shuzen? I don't feel anything for you, brother. And I'll never forgive you. Prepare yourself.
This is over. Don't waste your life, Yuma.
Just kill me. I'd rather die here than receive any pity from you, traitor.
Fool. I am not going to kill you here, you poor lost child.
I promise I shall kill the traitor that double-crossed Sakurai Clan. Remember this, brother.
What are you looking at?
So they have their little battle and essentially call it off, and the guy runs away. And this is going to be it for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. I know there wasn't a whole lot of action in there, but there's plenty more to come.